Every month, money leaves your payslip. National insurance. You've paid it for years, maybe decades. And most people assume that money is being put aside for them, their future, their retirement, their state pension. It isn't. In fact, one of the biggest misunderstandings in Britain is what national insurance actually is. Because by the end of this video, you'll know where your national insurance really goes, why millions of people misunderstand it, and the one thing that actually determines whether you receive a full state pension. And trust me, that last one matters far more than most people realise. Imagine you're 45 years old. You've worked since you were 18. Every month, national insurance comes off your payslip, month after month, year after year. By now, you've probably paid tens of thousands of pounds in contributions. Naturally, you'd assume you're building something up. After all, if someone took money from your salary every month for nearly 3 decades, you'd expect there to be an account somewhere, a balance, a record, something with your name on it. There isn't. No national insurance account, no national insurance balance, no pot quietly growing in the background waiting for retirement. And that's where most people get confused. Because if the money isn't sitting there waiting for you, where is it? Well, here's the part most people never get told. The national insurance contribution that left your payslip this month has largely already been used. It's not being stored for your retirement, it's helping fund things happening right now, including state pensions and certain benefits. This is what's known as a pay-as-you-go system. And despite the complicated name, the idea is simple. Today's workers help support today's pensioners, not their future selves. Today's pensioners. For a lot of people, that's the moment everything changes. Because most people picture money travelling forward through time. Pay in now, get it back later. But that's not really how national insurance works. It's much closer to one generation supporting the generation before it. And when your turn comes, future workers help support you. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Let's imagine 2 people. One pays significantly more national insurance over their lifetime than the other. Most people assume the person who paid more receives a much bigger state pension. Sounds logical. It isn't true. Because the state pension isn't based on who paid the most into a pot. There isn't a pot. And this is the part most people should actually care about. What really matters is your national insurance record. More specifically, your qualifying years. Every year that you pay enough national insurance or receive national insurance credits in certain situations can count towards your record. Build enough qualifying years and you can qualify for the full state pension. Have gaps in your record and your entitlement can be reduced. Notice what's missing from that calculation. The amount. The amount you've paid isn't the key factor. The qualifying years are. Think about that. Millions of people spend years worrying about how much national insurance they've paid, when the thing that actually matters is whether they've built enough qualifying years. That's why checking your state pension forecast is so important. You can see how many qualifying years you have. You can see whether there are gaps in your record. And in some situations, you can even make voluntary contributions to fill those gaps. That's information you can actually use. Because understanding national insurance isn't really about understanding tax, it's about understanding retirement. And it's also why demographics matter. People are living longer. The population is aging. And compared to previous generations, there are fewer workers supporting each pensioner than there used to be. This doesn't mean the state pension is disappearing tomorrow, but it does explain why governments constantly debate retirement ages, pension costs, and national insurance. Once you understand how the system works, those conversations suddenly make a lot more sense. So let's finish with the truth. National insurance is not a savings account. It is not an investment account. And it is not a pot of money with your name on it. The money you pay today largely helps fund things happening today. And when it comes to your own state pension, the most important thing is not how much you've paid, it's whether you've built the qualifying years needed to receive it. Most people spend their lives believing national insurance works one way. The reality is very different. And once you understand that, you'll never look at your payslip the same way again. Subscribe to Pound Smart Pete. B.